Are you tired of playing with your mouse cable sticking around, not letting you win the game or getting the kills that you need? Well, no more. You'll be surprised to see how to solve that. Just cut the cable on your mouse and it would still work. Just kidding. We are going to DIY the solution for this. Yo, what is up guys, I am Samyak Bakliwal here. So as the thumbnail suggests, we are going to make a mouse bungee today. So mouse bungee is a device that you can use to suspend the cable of your mouse and keep it away from the desk itself so that it doesn't scramble around. It has a flexible material moving the cable around, so it shouldn't stop you from using the mouse freely. It's a nice thing to have and very essential, I would say, but on Amazon it would cost you somewhere around thousands or 2000 coming from Razer if you want a good one at least. Now I needed one for myself, but I wasn't ready to invest that much on a mouse bungee itself, so I thought you guys should also DIY this with me. So other thoughts aside, let's just start with the DIY. Now before we start, I just want to tell you that it's not that easy to make. It's around medium difficulty level, so without further ado, the materials you need is a hot glue gun refill stick. So you can get this on any hardware store, and this would be that flexible material carrying the cable on the bungee itself. This would be perfect for the design and it's fairly cheap, so that shouldn't be a problem. Then you need paper cutter, which should fairly be precise and sharp because you need precise cutouts, so that's a must. Then you need M-seal, so this should be easily available again in the hardware store. You would be needing 2 or 3 packs. This is last size one, so depending on your pack size, choose accordingly. Then cardboard, you wouldn't be needing that much of cardboard, so any cardboard would be fine. Then some super glue, and finally an eraser. So start up with the cardboard itself. So this is the design you should be following for the base. Then use the cutter precisely and cut that out. Now the measurements I've used are 10 cm on both sides and doing this curve design. Nothing too mathematical here. Then keep that aside and move on to the flexible stick itself. That's what I'm gonna call it. Right, so on the stick you have to take 17 to 18 centimeters from one side of the stick itself. Then on that point, cut a slant at around 45 or 40 degrees. It's nothing too precise, but that would be approx like middle of what it should be, so that would be perfect. Now cut that out using a cutter precisely, and then it should look something like this, still very flexible and usable. Then on the side of the stick where the slant portion is coming out, you have to cut a slit for the cable to set in. So precisely rest the cable of your mouse on the stick and then mark lines from using a pen or marker, something like that. Once that's done, cut it for like 6 centimeters long so that it holds the cable pretty well. Now mark it out clearly and then use the cutter to cut that out. Actually, you don't have to cut it out, you have to scoop it out. So you can use the cutter, but it would take a longer time. I am using this carving tools that I had already with me. It eases the job, and actually you don't have to go all the way through. It's just like halfway through the stick. That's where the cable would rest. So this is kind of the hard part, but take the time, take the rest, do it clearly because this is very important. So once that's done, it should look something like this, and now it is ready. Just put the cable on it and check if it fits clearly, and if it does, keep everything aside, and now comes the dirty work. So now it's time to put the M-seal on the bungee itself, but before that you have to make the M-seal usable. So quick tip, use a plank of cardboard so that your desk doesn't get messed up. So put the cardboard on your desk, and before opening up the packet, spread some talcum powder on your hand so that it doesn't stick to your hand and you can mix well easily. Now there would be 2 packets, one that dries fast and another that is slow to dry, so mix them well on equal proportions so that would be perfect to work with. So take just one out and mix them well, and now put the stick on the angle required on the cardboard that we had cut out earlier, and now wrap the M-seal around however good you can, maintaining the angle at which it's supposed to be. Once that's done, let it dry for some time, and this is the optional part. Just put a slant on top of the M-seal just for the cable to pass through. This is optional, it's not really required. I did that, I don't know why. Now let the M-seal completely dry, and once it's dried, it should look something like this. Now at this moment you can use it, but it still doesn't have weight and it kind of looks off proportion, so you'll use more M-seals to balance out the weight. So opener more and seals I'm using 1.5 more and then evenly spread it out on top of the cardboard itself. Now all the mixing and putting on and applying is done. Even out everything as well as you can, and once that done, now it has some weight and it kind of looks better than it was earlier. And now basically it is all that is, but it still looks quite ugly I would say, and that's why I would paint it black. So I'll do that. Paint, brush and done. So at this moment I would say that the bungee is complete. It's beautiful, it's heavy enough for not being pushed around, but the thing is it would still be dragging around as the base is still slippery as you can see here. That's when the eraser would come in. Cut strips on the vertical side of the eraser first, and then on the horizontal side you'll have equal length strips. Be precise on this part or else the bungee would be unproportionate. So all the strips are ready. Use Fevikwik and stick them however you want. Just make sure they are right heighted, and voila, I was right. It doesn't move around as it was earlier, and you're done with your DIY. Thank you. So setting up the mouse bungee isn't that hard itself. You just put the mouse bungee in front of the mouse pad, and here's a tip. Leave 2 fist distance before routing the cable through the flexible thingy. So use 2 fists to distance out the mouse from the bungee itself, then route the cable through the flexible thingy and off the table, and done. Now it can change depending on your mouse cable and everything like that, but that's basically all. And congratulations, you made your DIY mouse bungee, which would essentially make you feel like you have a wireless mouse even if you have a wired mouse, which is kinda good to have. So that is all for this DIY. You can leave down any comments if you have any questions. I would be happy to help. Leave a thumbs up down below if you like this video. Subscribe if you love my videos. You can check out other reviews, DIY, all that good stuff on my channel. So that's all for this video. I am Samyak Bakliwal here, and I'll catch you guys later.